Hi everyone, my name is Elvin Yap. Today our group Pentagon will be talk about Project Sustainable Packaging for F&B, or we known as food and beverage. Our group included in 6%, which is myself, Elvin Yap Winkin, Muhammad Nur Irfan bin Muhammad Faizul, Mercy Lin Colin, Marcelani Anak Muli, Jonah Luwa Jeffrey, and Agnes Murang alias Murong.
Today we would like to introduce our sustainable packaging innovation, the sugarcane bagasse food box. This product is made from bagasse, the fibrous residue left after extracting juice from sugarcane. Instead of discarding or burning it, we turn it into biodegradable, eco-friendly containers. These boxes are strong, leak-proof, heat-resistant, and safe for both hot and cold food. This innovation aims to replace single-use plastic container with something more sustainable and environmental friendly. We decide to focus on sustainable packaging because we notice a serious issue around us, especially in our university environment. Every day, we see a large number of single-use plastic items being used, particularly in vending machines, cafeterias, and takeaway food stalls. These plastic are used only once but take hundreds of years to decompose. Although there have been multiple environmental awareness campaign and posters around campus, the change in behavior is still very minimal. Most students and staff still prefer convenience over sustainability. This shows that while people may be aware of the problem, they often lack accessible and practical solutions. That's why we believe introducing an alternative like the sugarcane bagasse food box can play a huge role. It doesn't just reduce plastic usage, it also gives people a convenient and eco-friendly option without needing to sacrifice usability. Through this project, we aim to spark a small but meaningful shift in everyday habits starting within our own campus community. We also hope this idea can be expanded beyond campus and inspire institution, business, and food vendors to adopt more sustainable practice in the future. We conduct a short online survey using like scale question from 1 strongly disagree to 3 strongly agree to explore people's attitudes and behavior towards plastic use and pollution. The main aim of the survey was to gather direct feedback from individuals regarding their views on this issue. A total of 3 responses were received. The results show that while respondents are aware of plastic pollution, they feel that public awareness campaigns are not impactful enough. They demonstrate strong personal responsibility by avoiding plastic and using reusable alternatives. Their deep understanding of the issue drives them to act more sustainably. Respondents also promote awareness socially by encouraging others through discussions. Furthermore, they express strong emotional concern about the effect of plastic on the environment and communities and believe that education and storytelling are effective in inspiring lasting behavior change.
Our project focused on solving a real problem faced by many local food and beverage (F&B) businesses, especially small food stalls in Sabah, Malaysia, targeting young owners aged 20 to 30 years old. Many of these businesses use plastic containers because they are cheap and easy to get, but using plastic every day creates a lot of waste and harms the environment. Even though eco-friendly options exist, they are often too expensive and not strong enough for hot and greasy food. Another challenge is Many sellers and customers don't know the benefit of compostable materials, so they don't support the change. So, what's the point of view? We believe that a small food stall owner needs affordable and eco-friendly packaging that doesn't hurt their business, profit, or customer base. We define a problem like this. How might we design affordable, compostable, takeaway packaging that is sustainable for local F&B customers and reduce the use of single-use plastic?
First, let's understand our users. Through empathy mapping, we identify key main points. First, feelings. They feel frustrated over lack of sustainable choices, indifference when rushed. Second, pains. They concern about leaks, smells, and bulky container. Third, their thoughts. They thought that eco-friendly is expensive or my action don't matter. Next, their behavior. Heavy reliance on plastic and rarely recycling. This insight reveal a gap. Users want to be eco-conscious but prioritize convenience and affordability. Users need packaging that, first, practical. No leaks, fits in the bag. Second, discreet. No food smells. 3, sustainable, but without the high cost of or hassle. And our goal? Our goal is to design solutions that tick all these boxes. Okay. Here our proposed solution. First, about the size. We want to design the size about 400 ml to 70 ml that perfect for meals on the go. Second, for the materials, we will use a biodegradable material such as husk fiber or sugarcane because they are strong yet eco-friendly. For the features, the features will leak resistant, waterproof, and non-toxic. About the flexibility, the flexibility will be semi-rigid for durability without bulk. Imagine a container that's as easy to carry as plastic but guilty-free. By aligning with user priorities, we solve the problem while promoting sustainability. For example, the husk fiber and the sugarcane is cheap and sturdy. A 500 ml container fits in backpacks but holds a full meal. This isn't just better for the planet, it's better for them.
Now we are going into the production process of Bages Food Box. First step is raw material collection. It all begins after sugarcane is harvested and crushed for juice. What's left behind is a dry, fibrous material known as bagasse. Instead of throwing it away, this agricultural waste is now being transformed into something useful. Bagasse is naturally rich in cellulose, hemicellulose, and lignin, components that give it strength and flexibility. These properties make it perfect for creating biodegradable packaging. Step 2. Cleaning and drying. Before bagasse can be used, it needs to be cleaned. The raw material often contains dirt, sand, or leftover sugar from processing. It thoroughly washed to remove these impurities. Afterwards, the material is dried, typically using hot air systems until it reaches the ideal moisture level of about 10%. Each step is crucial to prevent mold growth and prepare the bagasse for pulping. Step 3 is pulping. The dry bagasse is ground and mixed with water to create a pulp slowly. This looks similar to paper pulp. To improve softness and flexibility, natural enzymes or food-safe additive may be introduced. This helps break down the fiber slightly without using harmful chemicals. At this stage, this mixture is now ready to be shaped into different fruit packaging products. Step 4, molding, or as we know as folding. Now it's time for shaping. The wet pulp is poured into heated molds. often made of metal, designed to match the shape of final product whenever it's a clamshell box, plate, or tray. This process is called thermoforming or hot pressing. High heat and pressure cause the slurry to take the exact shape of the mold. This is when the product begins to look like a real food box. Step 5. Drying and shaping. Once the shape is formed, the molded item is still wet. To make it usable, it's sent for further drying, often in an oven or heated press. This removes any remaining moisture and harden like the structure. The result is a strong, durable container that can hold hot, wet, or oily food without losing its shape. Step 6 is trimming and quality inspection. Next, each product is trimmed to remove excess edges that gives the box a clean, smooth finish. Then, every item goes through quality inspection. Technicians check for defects like leakage, warping, uneven thickness. Only the products that pass three checks move forward. Step 7. Packaging. Finally, the finished boxes are stacked, counted, and packaged, usually in sets of 50, 100, and more. They are then sealed, labeled, and shipped to restaurants, cafes, and stores all over the world, ready to serve food in a sustainable way.
Let's take a look at how sugarcane bagasse food boxes support SDG 12, responsible consumptions and production. First, these boxes are made from agriculture waste, specifically sugarcane bagasse, which is byproduct of the sugar industry. Instead of burning or throwing away this leftover material, we give it a second life as packaging. This helps reduce waste and also conserve natural resources like trees, which are normally used for making paper or petroleum used for plastic. Second, the production of these bagasse boxes is much more eco-friendly compared to plastic or styrofoam. It uses less water and energy and doesn't involve toxic chemicals like BPA or harmful solvents. This makes it safer for both the environment and human health. It also supports low carbon and low impact production, which is essential as we aim to reduce emissions and pollution. Third, these boxes act as a replacement for single-use plastic. You often see them used in restaurants, food stalls, and catering services. Besides being practical, they help raise consumer awareness about more sustainable choices. When people see alternatives like this in action, it encourages eco-friendly habits. Fourth, these sugarcane boxes are compostable and biodegradable. That means they naturally break down in about 60 to 90 days compared to plastic, which can take hundreds of years. By switching to compostable options like this, we reduce the burden on landfills and help tackle microplastic pollution in our oceans and soil. Fifth, this packaging also supports a circular economy. Instead of take-make waste model we move toward a system where waste turn into a resource again. In this case, waste becomes a product which then become compost and finally return to the soil. These boxes are also compatible with both community and industrial composting system, making them easy to manage and scale. To wrap up, sugarcane bagasse food boxes are not only eco-friendly and practical, but also a sustainable alternative to plastic and foam packaging. They come from waste material, sugar pulp, and offer a durable, heat-resistant, and compostable solution. By making the simple switch to bagasse packaging, both individuals and businesses can reduce their environmental footprint and take part in building a cleaner, greener future. It's a small change with a big impact, and a great example of how everyday decision can support sustainable development. That's all from us. Thank you.